Jeremiah chapter 25. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah, in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah King of Judah, that was in the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar King of Babel, the which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah, and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, From the 13th year of Josiah the son of Amon King of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 20th year, the word of the Lord hath come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye would not hear. And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye would not hear, nor incline your ears to obey. They said, Turn again now, every one from his evil way, and from the wickedness of your inventions, and ye shall dwell in the land that the Lord hath given unto you, and to your fathers forever and ever. And go not after other gods, to serve them, and to worship them, and provoke me not to anger with the works of your hands, and I will not punish you. Nevertheless, ye would not hear me, saith the Lord, but have provoked me to anger with the works of your hands, to your own hurt. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, because ye have not heard my words. Behold, I will send and take to me all the families of the north, saith the Lord, and Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babel, my servant, and will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and will destroy them, and make them an astonishment, and an hissing, and a continual desolation. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, the noise of the millstones, and the light of the candle. And this whole land shall be desolate, and an astonishment, and these nations shall serve the king of Babel 70 years. And when the 70 years are accomplished, I will visit the king of Babel, and that nation, saith the Lord, for their iniquities, even the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it a perpetual desolation. And I will bring upon that land all my words, which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah hath prophesied against all nations. For many nations and great kings shall even serve themselves of them. Thus will I recompense them according to their deeds, and according to the works of their own hands. For thus hath the Lord God of Israel spoken unto me, Take the cup of wine of this mine indignation at mine hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink, and be moved, and be mad, because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at the Lord's hand, and made all the people to drink, unto whom the Lord had sent me, even Jerusalem, and the cities of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them desolate, and astonishment, and hissing, and a curse, as appeareth this day. Pharaoh also, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people, and all sorts of people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Ashkelon, and Gaza, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the Ammonites, and all the kings of Tyre, and all the kings of Sidon, and the kings of the isles that are beyond the sea, and Dedan, and Tema, and Buz, and all that dwell in the uttermost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of Arabia that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zemiri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near one to another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the earth, and the king of Sheshach shall drink after them. Therefore say thou unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Drink and be drunken, and spew and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. But if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then tell them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Ye shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to plague the city where my name is called upon. And should you go free, ye shall not go acquitted, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, The Lord shall roar from above, and thrust out his voice from his holy habitation. He shall roar upon his habitation, and cry aloud, as they that press the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. The sounds shall come to the ends of the earth, for the Lord had a controversy with the nations, and will enter into judgment with all flesh, and he will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Behold, a plague shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day, from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth, and they shall not be mourned, neither gathered nor buried, but shall be as the dung upon the ground. Howl, ye shepherds, and cry, and wallow yourselves in the ashes, ye principal of the flock, for your days of slaughter are accomplished, and your dispersion, and ye shall fall like precious vessels. And the flight shall fail from the shepherds, and the escaping from the principal of the flock. A voice of the cry of the shepherds, and an howling of the principal of the flock shall be heard. For the Lord hath destroyed their pasture, and the best pastures are destroyed because of the wrath and indignation of the Lord. He hath forsaken his covert as the lion, for their land is waste, because of the wrath of the oppressor, and because of the wrath of his indignation. God bless and carry on.